103.2 Dublin City FM, broadcasting live from the heart of the city.
It's Good Morning Dublin, 103.2 Dublin City FM. You're with Luke and Helen until 11 o'clock. And right now I'd like to welcome on the line author Rose McClelland. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Helen. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm dying to find out more about you and your latest book, Under Your Skin. But let's start with you, Rose. You've been an author for quite a few years now. In fact, this is your fourth novel. When did it all begin for you?
So my first book was published about 8 years ago, and oh my goodness, I feel like I've been writing forever. You know, it's such a long journey.
Yeah.
But the first 3 books were more sort of women's fiction.
Yeah.
And then I just decided I really wanted to change the genre. So I decided to write Under Your Skin. So that's just come out about a month ago. And yeah, the reaction to it has been fantastic.
It's amazing. But you've kept the theme of kind of strong, independent females, which I really like. Now, I mean, who are your inspirations? Who are some of your favourite authors that kind of inspired you to take this course in your writing?
Well, I absolutely love Marianne Keyes. You know, when I first read her book, Rachel's Holiday, years and years and years ago, I just loved her writing because she's just so honest and open, and the characters just jump off the page. And so, you know, whenever I read that, I thought, oh my goodness, I really want to be able to write a book like that. And so she's one of the authors that I love. I also love Claire Allen, who's from Derry, and she also made the switch from genre as well. There's so many authors that I love. There's another one called Fiona Barton, who had a book out called The Widow, and Sue Fortune, who also made a switch in genre. So yeah, there's so many authors that I love.
And then, I mean, how long does it take to write a book? Is it? I mean, you've done it 4 times now. I'm sure that there were sort of different time periods for each one of them. But I mean, let's go with your first book. How long did that take?
Well, the actual first draft can take, you know, 3 or 4 months, literally. Just kind of getting the first draft down can take a few months, because when you're in the story, you're kind of engrossed in it, and it comes out quite quickly. But then, of course, you got to go back over it and edit it several times. So for writing Under Your Skin, the first draft took a few months, and then actually in 1 week alone, I set myself a challenge to write 20,000 words, which I did, but I was exhausted afterwards. And then I kind of let it sort of sit for a while, and then I went back and edited it several times, and then I got other people to read it. And, you know, so the whole thing took, I'd say, a good year, but the first draft can be quite quick.
Yeah. And are you the kind of author who needs to go and be inspired and lock yourself away somewhere, or you just kind of are at home and you write as the inspiration comes to you?
Well, for the first couple of books, actually, I used to go and sit in a coffee shop that looked out over a water fountain, and it was lovely. And then I started working from home, so the second bedroom was changed into an office, so I just write at home now. And I kind of I go through stages where I don't write at all, and I'm just living life and you know, picking up experiences. And then when I sit down to write, I do have to kind of make myself sit down and write, and I set aside the time that I'm going to write and make myself do it. Otherwise, I would never get around to it, I don't think.
Yeah, and also I suppose it's a bit of a balancing act, because the other books are still available, and you're kind of marketing yourself all the time. How do you kind of balance that, being creative and being an author, versus actually getting your book out there and marketing yourself and your book at the same time?
It is a lot to do. For example, I have already started writing book 5. So what I tend to do is I write better, you know, first thing in the morning. So I'll sit down and I'll write, you know, for a couple of hours in the morning and put away any kind of phone or any distractions and things. And then once I've done some writing, then I will sit down and do kind of some marketing and go online and try and push, you know, the other book. So yeah, it is a bit of a balancing act, but yeah, I love it.
And I mean, let's talk about Under Your Skin. I just want to read a little bit of the synopsis out so that we can give the listeners an idea of what it's about. But when I feel like I should do my dramatic movie voice, but I'm not going to. When Kyle's wife Hannah goes missing, the whole town is out in force to try and find her. One person knows where she is, and one person is keeping a secret. Detective Inspector Simon Peters and Detective Kerry Lawler have been brought in to investigate the case, but Hannah's left no traces and Kyle has no clues. And then a local Belfast resident gets involved. Julia Matthews joins the Find Hannah campaign and becomes friendly, and all the secrets get uncovered. But you know what? I want to focus on a little bit the characters, the detective inspector and Detective Kerry Lawler. When I was reading the book, it almost reminded me a little bit of like Inspector Rebus vibes, and I feel like there might be more to their stories. I feel like we need another kind of investigative book from you with these characters.
Oh, that's lovely. Quite a few people have said that actually, and so yeah, it looks like they've come back again to investigate another case. So they are coming back. I didn't plan to do that when I sat down to write that book. I thought it was going to be a standalone, but I decided to bring them back again. So they're on the case already with something else.
That's brilliant. And it's amazing that jumped out to so many people. And then, I mean, your decision, it's such a great storyline as well, psychological thriller, and there's sort of domestic abuse thrown in, and it's quite catching. I found that quite emotional, actually, to read, and very real. What was your inspiration behind that?
Well, I do have a close friend who unfortunately suffered from domestic abuse, so I'm well aware of the issues behind it, and I'm well aware of what a complex situation it is. It's never very easy or straightforward for someone to be able to leave that kind of relationship. It's not as clear cut. I kind of wanted to investigate that in the novel about just the difficulties and how chaotic it is, and it's not black and white. And so I really wanted to look at the whole issue of domestic violence.
You really brought sort of the genres together amazingly as well, with the sort of psychological thriller side, and it's got a little bit of that romantic fiction included as well, so you have kind of got the same theme as the other books. Now, this book actually released during the lockdown, am I correct in saying that? Yeah. So how different was that for you? Obviously mostly available online. Were there more online sales of the book, people getting digital downloads than actual copies?
There has been quite a lot of paperback sales as well, actually. But yes, with everything being online, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, it's very easy to get the word out, and so it's easy for someone to click onto Amazon and download an e-copy. So that hasn't been a problem. It's been quite apt that it's come out in lockdown, actually, because when I sat down to write the book, I was kind of going from my experience of having worked from home for like 4 or 5 years, and I wanted to write about what it's like for someone to be trapped indoors all the time, and so it just seemed strange to me that it came out in lockdown, because I feel like I had got used to lockdown about 5 years ago when I started working from home. So I kind of wanted to get that sense of her being, trapped indoors, not able to get out. Obviously in lockdown we can go out and go to the shop and go for a walk, but I wanted that sort of claustrophobic feel to kind of come across in the book.
So you were a little bit of a seer there. You kind of predicted the future.
I know.
It's really weird. I want to know what your next book's about then, to see what's going to be happening in our world.
No, I better not say that.
Yes, I hope it's nothing too scary, actually. Amazing, Rose. Well, I hope everything's going great with the book and the sales of the book. It really is. It's an amazing, amazing story. I really, really enjoyed it. If people want to sort of find out more about you, I know you also have a blog and you do theatre reviews, and you've got a YouTube channel where you review other people's books, which will be really handy. So let me know about the YouTube channel a little bit.
The YouTube channel, I just like doing that for a bit of fun. I started to sort of, started off with book reviews, chatting about the books that I loved. And then I would sort of do other fun things, like, I don't know, food tasting and just silly things, and vlogs, weekend vlogs and things like that. I'm finding I don't have as much time for that anymore, but I kind of like playing around with YouTube. And then I've got a blog where I would go and do theatre reviews and things. I also would have other authors on my blog and kind of chat to them. And then, yes, I'm sort of always on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, never offline, basically.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, that's what you got to do to market yourself and get yourself out there, I guess. So if people want to find you, let us know what the name of that YouTube channel is, and your blog and your social media, just so people can track you down.
Okay, so if they go onto YouTube and just type in Rose McClelland author, then my YouTube page will come up. And if they go onto Facebook and just type in Rose McClelland author, my page will come up. And Instagram, it's Rosie Girl 2000, which might be a bit hard to remember, but probably best to have a look for me on Facebook. And then I'm always kind of posting links and things to Twitter and Instagram on there.
Brilliant. And then people can obviously still order the book from their bookstore, or they can get it in store, and of course get a digital copy as well of Under Your Skin.
Yeah, if they look up Amazon and just type in Rose McClelland Under Your Skin, it's on there.
Well, I can't wait to read your other books now, so I'm going to get on that immediately. And I can't wait for this next one now, so that we can see what's happening in the world. The World According to Rose.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure having you on. We wish you all the best, and keep in touch. Let us know when that next book is coming out.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm loving the show.
Thanks so much, Rose. Have a good one, love. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Amazing stuff. Some girl power there. She's very much about females and strong female characters. And I myself, I like books like that with
I thought you were going to call yourself a strong female character.
I am. But I am. So you can check that out. Under Your Skin, go and get it. And she has got those 3 other books as well. The Breakup Test, How to Look Like You, and The Year of No Rules. The lovely Rose McClelland.